Africa, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO. Welcome to my vlog. And on this video, I want to teach you guys something, especially my married beautiful women. Do you know that without side chicks, a lot of marriages would have been broken? Oh my God, I know you're about to eat me raw right now. Be calming down, okay? Now, many women tend to go attacking the side chicks. You think that the side chicks are the ones who break your homes. No, the side chicks are not the problem. The problem is inward. When you go chasing a side chick, it's like pulling the branches and not the roots. Now, if you remember in those days, in the old days, women who are side chicks are women who are other women. They are being seen as prostitutes. Do you know why the side chicks are bold in this generation? Is because you have given them power. A lot of married women, when they do all this, their FBI investigation, go and fight the other woman, you just make the other woman know that she's powerful. You make her understand that she has a stand in your home. That's why you see the side chick of today, they are now bold. The point is you are paying attention to the wrong things. Come, let me teach you something. Let me tell you something about a man. I've always said this in most of my videos that men are visual beings. A man can actually be sleeping with 25 women and marry a virgin that he has never slept with. It just shows you that sex is physical to men, it's not emotional. A man can be sleeping with a woman he does not love. To a lot of men, sex is just distraction. Let me shock you. Before a man begins to fall in love with another woman, they have had a conversation. It is conversation and communication that bonds a man and a woman together, not sex. Exactly. The reason why your marriage is not working is because you've stopped talking in that marriage. You're not communicating with your man. When your man goes out there and he's sleeping around with different women, he's just distracting himself. Maybe there is something in the house he needs to talk about that is not sorted. To a lot of men, sex is like alcohol. They just want to have sex and just get away. They just want to use sex to cool themselves down and release that tension. Don't forget I told you, men are visual beings. When you have this understanding that men are visual beings, it simply means whatever they see catches their eyes first. They eat with their eyes before their hearts. So that's why it's very easy for a man to look at a woman and just like her. From likeness, they fall in love with her. So what am I trying to tell you as a married woman, as a beautiful man? Because your husband is sleeping with somebody, doesn't mean he loved the person. That person is not the problem. Don't be scared of the woman that your husband is sleeping with. Be scared of the woman that your husband is talking to. Yes, it is that communication, it is that conversation that creates bonding. Because when he starts to talk to a woman, he starts to open up to her, he starts to be vulnerable around her. And when a man is vulnerable around a woman, trust me, you can get any man. Exactly. That is what exactly Delilah did to Samson. How did you think that Delilah barbed Samson's hair? You think it was sex? They were communicating. Because when she was barbing Samson's hair, they were talking. Communication is more powerful. So as a woman, that's why they always say, don't let quarrel to lead to the next morning. Because men are babies. They are big babies. You might be forming Jagaban, but as a woman, you are the one that holds the home. So most times you wouldn't allow the conversation to trigger. It's not because of sex. Many women have paid so much attention to sex. It's not sex that makes a man go out there. No, it's not sex that makes that side chick steal your man. It's the difference between your husband is cheating and he has gone. Yes. The question is, I always ask many married women, when your husband is cheating, he spends very little time with the side chick, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours because he's stealing it. He comes back home to sleep. He spends more time with you. Yes, your husband spends more time with you, but the problem is, what are you doing with that time? Because anybody that sleeps from 12, even if he comes back home by 12 o'clock, any man that sleeps by 12 o'clock to the next morning in the house spends time with you. You people have been in bed. That period you people are in bed, what are you doing? The time that you have with your husband, what do you do with it? Either you're keeping malice, you're nagging, you're backing up. This message are for women who want to make their marriages work. 2 things in marriage. You have to learn to tolerate or you let go. It is that tolerance, it is that endurance, it is that patience that gave birth to forgiveness. If you cannot tolerate, if you cannot endure, if you cannot be patient, forget it. Why do you think they told you to be patient in marriage? Because they know that these things are going to occur. They know that marriage is not going to be smooth. They know that men are going to cheat. You people have made cheating so much of a problem that you have left the major problem. Now, no matter how many women you want to do FBI and you want to chase away from your man's life, a man will still do it. How many women do you want to chase? Okay, the point is you've chased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did your marriage still change? After chasing all those girls away from the man's life, did it still change? Let's be very honest. No, it didn't. What is happening is still just to show you that there is a problem in the marriage. We look outwards so much. Now, another problem is this. A lot of women live in self-deceit. That's what happens to a lot of married women and women who are in love. When you are in love, you begin to deceive yourself. You see a lot of signs. You see a lot of things that you know you might not be able to tolerate. You live in self-deceit. Many men who are cheating, their marriages have broken even before they started cheating. That's the honest truth. But their wives are just deceiving themselves. Most of you are just cohabiting with your husbands. You are just deceiving yourself. Number two, a lot of women are competitive in nature. Even without your husband cheating, a woman already sees another woman as a competition. Some women will never do anything except another woman does it. Some women will never do anything except another woman moves. They always look at the other woman before they can move. So sometimes it's not even because the other woman, it's just that the fact that a woman already sees another woman as a competition. So she's saying, how can another woman come and steal my man? They see their men like an object, like a trophy they are fighting for. Just because another woman is stealing. Many women will sit up when there's a competition. Many women can only sit up a marriage only when somebody wants to snatch their man. If there is nobody to snatch their man, they'll be nonchalant. Other women are always competitions to them. So many times you see a woman fighting for a man, not because she loves the man, but just because she sees a man like a trophy. She can't imagine another woman stealing him. So women will say, I will not have him, you will not have him, nobody will have him. Who are you to be having a man? Is he an object? You don't have the right to have a man. He's not a chair. And many women have damaged themselves just because they are fighting for a man, thinking that a man is an object. I will not have him, you will not have him. That's the competition we are talking about. They can't just believe that another woman is going to have their man. So they fight, they rebel, not because they love the man or because they want to treat the man right. On this video, what am I telling you? It's time to look inwards. The other woman is not your problem. Trust me. Many of your marriages would have broken if the side chicks were not there to distract your husband. Those side chicks that are distracting your husband is buying time for you to reconcile with your husband and make your husband work and make your marriage work before they finally steal your husband. It's not the woman who is sleeping with your husband that's the problem. It's the woman who is communicating with your husband. It's time to look inwards. Stop chasing shadows. Side chicks are shadows. Look for the major problem if you want to solve your marriage. It's inward. Talk to your husband. Talk to your spouse. The moment you stop talking, the marriage has started damaging. It's not the side chick. The marriage was breaking when you guys stopped talking. That's where he started going. Men are babies and men are visual beings. When you have this understanding as a woman and you want to make your marriage work, you will make your marriage work. Many of you are going to say, oh, blessing, are you trying to support the men from cheating? Are you trying to encourage the men to keep cheating? And I ask you, do you have the power to stop a man from cheating? You don't have the power. Things you don't have the power over. You leave it to God. There's no amount of fight you want to fight that's going to stop your man from cheating if he wants to cheat. Things you don't have power, you either deal with it or you let it go. So cheating is one thing that have damaged a lot of homes because a lot of women carry it on their head. It's not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. If it's a problem, then let the marriage go. How come you see cheating as a problem, yet you don't want to go, yet you don't want to stay? If cheating is a problem to you and you find your man cheating, walk away. But yet, you don't want to walk away from the marriage. You want to be there. That's why I'm teaching you how to remain there if you actually want to be there. Find out the roots of the problem. Work with your inward marriage. Sex is just physical to men. Trust me. It is the communication and the conversation that is the bonding when they start to cheat. So, stop your husband from talking to that woman. Start talking to him. I love you guys. My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the link on the bio.